Last time you guys played in that All-Star game against the Women NBA, All-Stars, what did you guys learn from that game?
I think just that, we're not quite a team yet. But this 12 was put together to become a team. And that was just the first step in doing that. I think it showed us that no matter what, when you have the USA jersey on, even if you're going against other Americans, it's going to be a game and you have to raise the level of your intensity. So as usual, anytime I've lost with USA basketball, it has been a good reminder, one that you need every now and then. So hopefully the fans had a good time watching and hopefully we can use it to fuel us moving forward.
And if I could ask a follow-up question, what are you looking forward to go over to Tokyo for? I know a lot of stuff with the COVID-19 and there's no fans going to be there. And what are you looking forward to?
I think just the games themselves, the competition of it all, the reason why you go, it's actually, without some of the, without the fans and without being able to go to some of the other competitions, it does take away from some of what the Olympics is. But at the same time, we always go there with a mission. And now we're going to be able to focus on that and hopefully take care of business.
Well, good luck the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Next up, and then LaChina, you're on deck.
Sue, Dawn Staley said that you all had a really good practice today. What aspects do you believe she was focused in on, and what do you believe looked good in practice today for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. I think the reality is, you have 12 people coming together. Some of us play on the same teams, but we're all coming from different teams. And so languages are different and terminology can be different and, schemes can be different and how you kind of figure things out. So I think it was about getting on the same page today. So we just took the time to be really detailed. The coaches took the time to show us things in film, get on the court and show us different rotations, different looks on offense. And that's what good teams with chemistry have. They already have all the rotations down. They already know, who does what offensively and where they like the ball. So that's the part, that's the chemistry part we always talk about with USA basketball, trying to put all of that together in a matter of weeks. It's always the challenge. So I think what was good is that, and it's an advantage of ours, is that we have 12 talented players who are really smart. And so it wasn't, the minute we heard things and learned things, I know we were going to be sponges in that scenario. So I think that was the good part. The coaches were really detailed and I think the players picked it up really easily.
Thank you.
Next, go ahead, LaChina, and then Kelly Whiteside is on deck.
Hey, Sue. So I'm just curious. I know that every year, when it comes to, USA basketball, and especially the Olympics, you never feel like you probably have enough time to prep, right? In terms of the practices and working on chemistry and things like that. But in this particular year, there's so many new faces. And I'm just curious, in your time, have you had a situation like this that you felt like, there was just so many new faces on the roster? And then how does that play into the limited time that you guys have to prepare?
No, I think this year is pretty unique in that way, in that it is a lot of new faces. Generally speaking, we have different camps throughout a year, throughout the years. And we've been really fortunate, I think, in the last couple of Olympics to have a core group that has been, from one Olympics to the next, actually one Olympics to a world championship to the next and so on. And we've been really lucky to have that. And now it's a little different. It looks a little different. And it's going to be a crash course in a lot of ways. Now, the beauty of it is when you have first timers, I think they bring a certain energy. There's like this youthfulness to them, but also an energy. And they're eager and they're ready and they want to learn. And we just have to get past the part in terms of the chemistry. The part we have to get past is the tentative part. I think what you saw a little bit at times yesterday in the game is, instead of just playing basketball, and just letting your instincts take over, we were trying to make a certain play, trying to run a certain play, trying to do a certain thing. And that's what happens when you put this jersey on. You're in all the good ways, you're trying to play team basketball. And so we just have to get to that point where the tentativeness goes out the window and we just play because we have the talent. And that's going to be the challenge in the next couple of weeks, but it's not one that's unfamiliar to us. But to your point, the difference is we haven't had this team doesn't have the same carryover from previous years as before.
Thank you.
Kelly Whiteside?
Hey, Sue, just had a question about Nneka. Given, as her friend, as a leader who you were with in the trenches through so much, what do you hope for her and her Olympic future as she kind of tries to make this dream happen?
I think just that, I think Nneka deserves whatever it is she sets her heart out to do, whether it's continuing with USA basketball in the future, whether it's, I know obviously she's trying to get on the Nigerian national team. I know recently news came out that that's not a possibility this time around. Oop. Someone needs to mute. But whatever, I guess my point is I support Nneka in whichever route she wants to take, whichever road she wants to take. I think there's like nobility in either way. And if you know Nneka, she's going to follow her heart. It's going to have all good intentions and it's going to be the right move for her. And I think all of us, but definitely myself, support that no matter what it is.
Dawn was saying if for some reason she is cleared and is able to play you guys this cycle, they would be a medal contending team. What are your thoughts?
No, Nigeria, I mean, you can tell it's like we've played them now. I've played them in, I believe it was the World Championships in like 2006. So I think about that then to where they are now when we just played them about a year and a half ago. And you can see the strides and the improvement made in the players, in the coaching. They've done a tremendous job of building, I guess, that, I was gonna say program. What do you call a national team? Delegation, I guess. You get it. They've done a great job of building up, we'll just use that program. And I think the addition, of Nneka would change things because of her experience, her leadership qualities, that can be contagious. And I think it would just take Nigerian basketball as a whole to another level. So it would be tremendous for them to get a player like Nneka.
Thank you.
And we'll close out today's media availability with Zora Stevenson.
Hi, Sue. Zora with NBC Sports. So I'll be over there bugging you all. So won't be the last that you hear from me. You get so many questions just about your experience, right? And this is the 5th go round, but like no one has experienced an Olympics like this before. How much do you consider everyone on the team newbies when it comes to what you all are going to go through?
Yeah, I've actually been saying that when asked about my experience, because a lot of times, when you talk to first-time Olympians, you talk to them about balance and wanting to, make sure they understand that we're here for one reason, and that's to win a gold medal. But you have to have balance in your life, just like, any other time in your life. So you want to go see other events and you want to check out the city. It's a once in a lifetime experience. So you want to take it all in. Excuse me, but that's obviously not a part of the conversation anymore. And we're all going over there. In this new world, we're probably not gonna be able to leave our hotel much. Obviously there's no fans. And then it makes you think like, wait a minute, that sounds a lot like the bubble. And you're like, wait a minute, maybe the 12 of us have a lot of experience in this. We didn't even realize it. So I guess that's all this is ever, right? It's just drawing on things, pulling from things you've already done before and learning from it and using it in the future. So if the Wubble season did anything for us, it was prepare us for what this Olympics is about to look like.